I bet you didn't know I was coming back. I'm tired. Been working so hard, guys. Literally just finished my other shift. I'm exhausted. Oh my god, it's a little dark in here. And I should probably tone it down because people are sleeping. Or, enjoying their evening. And I'm over here being loud because I'm talking about the Kohlberger case, and I'm talking about Samantha Nelson, and I'm talking about Steve Goncalves. Bro, by the way, sorry, honey. Sorry. Just do your homework, okay? Just guys, thank you. Can you guys see me anyway? Check this out. Oh my god. I look like Morticia. Mwah. Guys, I got this today in the mail. You guys, one of you purchased this for me because you said I have to lay off of the caffeine, and I'm like hesitant of flavored teas. And this obviously is not an ad. This was gifted to me by one of you guys, so thank you. I got it from Amazon. Coconut cocoa. It literally tastes like an almond joy. Is that the candy? The coconut. It is so effing good. By the way, how did you know, babe? How did you know that was my favorite chocolate? Anything coconut, coffee, chocolate. Oh my god. But this tea, this is my first cup. It smells like a freaking almond joy. I'm tripping because I am normally like used to drinking nasty ass tea, like disgusting bitter teas that are good for you. This is made of, I don't even know. Does it have caffeine? I hope not. Roasted carob. Carob does not have caffeine. Roasted chicory, dates, and cocoa powder. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, we're not here to talk about tea. We're here to talk about Samantha Nelson. I've talked about Samantha Nelson before, right? I have supported Samantha Nelson in the past. For those of you who don't know who Samantha Nelson is literally Steve Goncalves' daughter, biological daughter, whom he basically abandoned, allegedly, according to what Samantha's saying. So he abandoned his daughter, bro. Literally a biological daughter. I know this is me being judgmental. I don't know what happened to cause that shift. According to what Samantha says, Steve's wife had a lot to do with it, right? Now, she literally went on TikTok a few hours ago, 5 hours ago, and this is what she had to say. It's very telling. I think she knows something. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. Let me know. I'm going to tell you word by word what she is saying on her TikTok. I see it as her exposing Steve Goncalves for who he is, exposing potentially things having to do with the IDAHO4. Again, this is just my personal interpretation. My videos are for entertainment purposes only, by the way. My theories, my conspiracies. This is what she said. She said, and above all else, Steve, you know what was the scariest for me with this? It was not what happened to Kaylee. I was grieving you more than anything. And the fact that everybody was looking at me different, but above all else, it was the fact that this doesn't happen. Your Uncle Nate, what he is, accident, we've all heard about Uncle Nate, right? That doesn't just happen. And then Kaylee, that just happened. That just happens in our family. Now, if you guys know anything about Uncle Nate, let me know in the chat. Make the chat pop off. I know you guys know about Uncle Nate and his legal issues and him being involved in the prison system and having some very creepy ties to the Aryans, to a whole bunch of weird ass people. And here's Samantha saying, yeah, That would happen to Uncle Nate doesn't just happen. That would happen to Kaylee doesn't just happen. Oh my God. Another person with common fucking sense. It's amazing. It's amazing to see that Samantha, who people have accused of, we know she has a past of rug use and she's had her whole issues self-medicating, the abandonment by her father, right? She was abandoned by her father. So people are quick to judge her. Well, she was a rug user. She was this, she was that. It's funny how people always point the picture or point the finger at the women, right? It's her fault. She has daddy issues. She just needs to stop talking about him. We should be shaming, in my opinion, the people that caused those daddy issues. Why are we shaming the young women that were abandoned by their fathers and have psychological damage and are resorting to whatever they need, whatever substances to self-medicate, by the way? Why are we shaming these people? Should we not be shaming the men who are abandoning their children and moving on with their fucking new wives and pretending that their biological daughter doesn't exist? And not only that, but we have seen several messages on the Goncalves family page, the Army of Hate, as I like to refer to them. These messages, in my opinion, sound like they're attacking Samantha Nelson. That's just how I read them. Again, little disclaimers. But here she has the fucking common sense to say, this shit that happened to Uncle Nate, this shit that happened to Kaylee is not fucking normal, bro. This is not fucking normal, Steve. Her TikTok is Samantha Nelson. She's beautiful, got a little pixie cut. She said, this is something that is not just a regular occurrence. While you're out here with your church, you're wholesome, married, all these kids and picket fence and this image that you want to uphold. And I don't. You make it about me though, through other people. Because why? Why? I know it's going to be bigger than just guilt and shame. Get over it. We all have made mistakes. I've made more mistakes than I can count, but at least I can hold myself accountable for those. And I've been more naked about this than anybody. I'm not out here doing interviews with strangers. All he said, I want popularity. Because we know Steve said she wants popularity. What did Steve say? Oh, she's just doing this to get popular through her little TikTok. That's what he said. He had the audacity to say that. And Samantha's calling him out. She's saying, you're all over every screen that I open. People send me things about you I don't want to know and their theories about it. And it's scary because I don't know where we come from. Do you know what she means by that? Do you know what she means by where we come from? She's talking about, what the fuck is your background? What are you involved in, sir? That's how I'm reading into it, because she's calling out this type of incidences that are happening amongst the GFAM members. Not normal, not typical, should not be considered regular occurrences. She said, I don't know where we come from. And I say we because I am still your daughter. I don't care if you don't belong with my mom. I don't care if you don't like that I travel alone. All the things that you argue with me about. I know we got lots of little fights. You and I don't always see eye to eye, but we have a lot more in common and we're fiercely loyal. And I'm a really good sister. And this changed my ability to do that over here. And it changed any possibility that I could ever show up for them there. And now that they think these things about me, because to them, they don't understand why I unravel. They don't understand this. But you do, Steve. You do. You know exactly why. And I get my mom reaches out to you and I get people speak to me. I'm not my mom. You never let me speak to you. You don't even give me the opportunity unless you can control the narrative. We know he has control issues, right? In my opinion, in my personal opinion. He said, I don't care what the story is, Steve. It's my story since forever. Why is it you will go to bat for her and then tell me I've done something wrong to jeopardize anything because I don't exist and you're going to use this against me? Why don't you just explain this to me? 'Cause people always ask me why, and thinking that I know certain things that I don't know and I cannot speak for you. I've never tried to speak for you ever. And I'm not even trying to get close to you anymore. I'm trying to save and preserve what's mine. I'm an adult now. I don't need to be manipulated or told, or even in the beginning of this, that I need to follow certain regulations or to appear whatever. It's not real, Steve, she says. We know this. You can fool the whole world and brainwash the whole world. Maybe you have your reasoning. That's why I'm not attacking you about it. I'm not even going to ask you about it, but you owe me an explanation because I have a daughter too. I have a life too. And now I do not have a family. You took my family. You took my sanity. You took my ability to. I thought it was me. You always made me feel like it was my fault. I always thought that I was different or something. Am I the different one? Are you really this protective, fierce dad? Because I'm pretty sure on your watch that happened and I'm still here. Holy shit. Oh my Lord, Samantha Nelson, go girl, get it, girl, call him out, girl, get it all out your system. It's good for you. And I'm still here, and you don't even care. You made me feel like I was special to you because I was on the outside. Like that was a privilege almost. By the way, as somebody who has a master's degree in psychology 4.0, this is a very typical tactical manipulation thing that a lot of narcissists do. Okay, they make you feel special from a distance. You're special because you're on the outside, babe. You don't want to be over here with the fam. You'll be special if you're on the outside. Because if I got on the inside, I could potentially harm my siblings, bro. Again, I understand, okay? There are two sides to every story, but Samantha has always I've yet to see her lie. Whereas on the other hand, Mr. Steve G, his stories sometimes don't line up. So the fact that she's saying that Steve has basically manipulated her, made her feel special, controlled her, tell her, no, we don't want you to be part of the family. You'll be special over there. We don't want you close because you're gonna harm your siblings. And now my siblings think terrible things about me. Okay, narcissistic manipulation control 101. Right? You spin the narrative to however the fuck you want and tell everybody bad things about that person. She's bad for you. She's the bad influence. Don't hang with her. She's done XYZ. Suds, I'm not tipsy, you silly goose. I've been working. I'm tired, boy. 16-hour shifts, boy. And you don't need to tell the world. I'm not saying go on there and claim me. I don't care about that, Steve. But you need to talk to my siblings and explain to them. I don't care what your wife, I don't care what you talk to Christy about. She's a grieving mother. And I cannot imagine. And Olivia can think that because she's misinformed. But you know exactly why I kept my distance when I did. And then when we were close, why? Why I always heard you out, even if we were bickering about something. That's crazy. I watched them through your eyes. And that was awesome. It was not painful for me. I was begging you for photos of my siblings, begging to know what they did and why they were pissing you off. And I'm not going to tell the world what you've told me. Says Steve, you've tainted all of that. You took something I thought was a part of me. And in her passing, you're erasing my birth. And on your birthday, you use that opportunity to do little jabs that only we would know are jabs. And again, I think she's referring to the comments that he's put on his freaking page, right? And she's saying Steve is doing these little jabs to make her look like this other person, like she's evil, like she's fucked up, like she's a liar, like she's trying to be dramatic, trying to make things about her, and she's not, right? So basically, she's going on this rant, she's venting, still obviously has a lot of unresolved emotions regarding the man, her biological father, who abandoned her, which again, it's kind of understandable. It's kind of understandable, right? Oh, and then she says, "You had a baby while you were a teenager, and that's an accident. Why can't you just own it?" By the way, I was never able to find out the age gap between Steve and the woman, the mother of Samantha. What is the age gap? To this day, I don't know the age gap. And why does it matter? It matters because if he was a teenager and this person, Samantha's mom, who he had a daughter with, Samantha, was if it was a massive age gap, then it's very concerning. That can tell us a lot about Steve as a person. I don't know what the age gap is, but if any of you know, let me know. I've heard different things, right? Um, and I just want to say to Samantha, because I know that some of you guys will probably send this to Samantha. Some of you guys have told me that, you know, she, I think she had made a TikTok a while back saying that she appreciated. This is a video I'm making. Although I'm fucking tired, bro. I'm literally fucking tired. I've worked literally 16 hours, right? Oh my gosh, thank you, Tiffany, for the 9.99. I really appreciate it. I'm fucking tired. My eyes are closing over here. That $10 is gonna go for caffeine for tomorrow. I really appreciate it. Um, but I wanted to make this really for Samantha because this is somebody who's actually questioning her own biological father and saying the things that happened to Uncle Nate, the things that happened to Kaylee are not normal. And I'm scared to know where we come from. And I think she's referring to potentially a dark past that we have all wondered about regarding the Goncalves family, right? And it's very unfortunate that Samantha is continually treated in such a manner. It makes me very angry because I see her like a little sister almost, right? Um, she has this beautiful soul about her, and I know that she is putting these videos out there not for views, obviously, not to get popular. Who the fuck is gonna get popular on TikTok talking about their dad? They're not, right? They're not. She's doing this, in my opinion, to vent, to find that peace that she so desperately needs and deserves. And here he is, Steve, allegedly posting these little jabs, according to Samantha. Why the fuck would you do that? You already abandoned her. Now you're doing this, right? And obviously, we don't know the whole story as to why Christy allegedly made him get out of Samantha's life. But it's, in my opinion, has to do a lot with ego, right? Uh, this is a man who is a human, which means what? All humans are not perfect. We all have flaws. And I think one of his is that he's got a very big ego that he needs to put to the side. And I think Samantha Nelson is grown and he needs to respect her wishes, right? Like, this is Steve having this amazing, beautiful, grown woman who has gone through so much of a daughter, right? Samantha Nelson has gone through so much. She's owning her shit. She's owning her shit. And the only thing that the G family can do is talk shit about her, bro. We're all human. We're all flawed. That's why I pointed that out. I understand everybody's human, right? I said that we are all human. We are all flawed. That the G family is human, which means what? They are flawed. And it's okay to be flawed, but we're here to point out the fucking flaws so you can fucking work on them, bitch. Okay? Set your big ass fucking ego aside, sir, Steve. Set that fucking ego aside. And why not embrace your daughter that you abandoned? It's okay to point out people's flaws. We're all human. It's better to point out people's flaws so we can work on them and become better versus pretending we don't fucking have them. That's just my opinion, right? And by the way, Samantha's mentioning Steve Goncalves trying to still push her away, trying to still pretend that he's this picture perfect family with the picket fence, with the church, He's so involved with the church. And you know what's funny to me? Well, it's not funny, it's ironic, right? He's so involved allegedly with the church, according to Samantha, but according to the church, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. So why ask for this picture perfect family that you want to present to the world when we know already that that is not how things are behind the scene, right? And oh, we're a perfect family and we go to church. But here you are doing what your faith says not to do, right? You are pushing your relatives from your own home, your biological daughter, away, right? According to the faith, according to his faith, okay, denying a person of your own household, not providing for them. And I don't mean just financially providing, I mean being there, right? Like being a fucking father, bro. That is worse than an unbeliever. And I'm sorry if it hurts you. I'm sorry if it hurts you, but it's the truth, right? You can't pick and choose, babe. Right? Why not talk to your daughter and be the father you claim to be? Right? Let me pull up I'm gonna pull something up here. I don't like doing this all in every video. I don't like, this is late and I'm tired, so I'm gonna do it. But I know not everybody has the same beliefs, but I'm just using a regular New International Version Bible here because the G fam allegedly claims to be very churchy, very religious. So 1 Timothy 5:8. Anyone who does not provide for their relatives and especially for their own household has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Wow. Okay. Just throwing it out there. So again, this video was not really for anybody else. Again, I'm tired and I happened to see this. I was doom scrolling and I see she's very frustrated. Um I feel very bad for Samantha. I just hope that one day, sooner than later, she gets the peace that she so much deserves. Um it's very unfortunate, right? This whole situation. So there was another one I thought, let's see. Ooh. There's another reel also posted today. She says, and here comes the cold water that you guys really are going to hate me for and make me a villain. But I still have so much love for Kaylee and Olivia. But I read those messages. You guys are making a lot of fun of me. You made so much fun of me. She's saying that Kaylee and Olivia were making fun of her. When I wanted to send Steve a birthday present way back when. And I would have told him that. I would have just asked his permission, but I wanted it to be a surprise. And I wanted to do it in a way that wouldn't be obvious to Christy. Because we know how Christy is, right? And you guys thought it was weird and crazy for that. Like I was at a left field when I knew him before you guys knew him. When I knew a side of him that he couldn't even show to you or his wife. Oh, burn. And I can't. I know this. Steve knows this. Do you know how? You guys were mean. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Kaylee was a mean girl to me at first. Calling her out. Calling her out. And Kaylee's a mean girl. Kaylee was a mean girl. We've heard theories of Kaylee being a mean girl before. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. Right? We had heard theories of some of those girls at 1122 King Girl being bullies. We had heard that before. Rumors, yes. But now here we have Samantha Nelson saying that Kaylee and Olivia were mean girls to her. Paints a different picture, doesn't it? Paints a different picture. And I don't want to hear it. But they were probably just playing with her because they were sisters. It doesn't sound like Samantha Nelson was ever close enough to Kaylee or Olivia to have been considered an actual sister because they were being pushed or they were pushing her aside, right? Like if you're a biological child that has been pushed aside, cast away, you're not able to come near the siblings, the good siblings, aka Kaylee and Olivia, because you're gonna ruin them. And then Kaylee and Olivia in return are mean to Samantha. Do you think that that was in jest, in a playful manner? I personally don't think so. I think that they were mean to her because Samantha was the outcast, right? And we've heard this before, not only of the rumors of Kaylee and Maddie allegedly bothering Hannah Clear, but also Dylan. We've seen the pictures of Dylan, right, Suds? Where it looks like they are demeaning Dylan. Dylan appears to be fucking crying, right? She's got mascara running down her eyes. And here we have a confirmation from Samantha Nelson saying they were mean girls. Okay. And I understand why Samantha is saying that they were going to paint her as a villain because now by me resharing this information, I'm in turn going to get painted as a villain. Right? Because you're going to say, how dare you talk about those fucking perfect angels? By the way, we're all human and nobody is fucking perfect. So stop painting people like we're perfect. Stop painting people, even though they passed away, as they were perfect. We all have flaws. And why do we have to talk about flaws? To make ourselves better people and also to find motive. Because if these girls are mean girls, like Samantha is saying, like other people have mentioned, then that is room for motive, right? Oh my God, Samantha, I just, I hope you're doing okay. Um, I saw some of the posts on the Facebook and I immediately thought that those posts that he was sharing, um, that was a dig at you. I just have this feeling, right? And I know he's your biological father, but at some point, I don't know, Samantha, if it's actually worth, and that's not for me to decide. You're an adult, right? You're smart. Is it worth your mental health, right? Because in my opinion, you shouldn't have to beg your biological father to be accepted. You know, you walk away with your head high, your shoulders straight, keeping your dignity, and knowing maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe he is toxic. Maybe his ego is too fucking big. And why the fuck bother? Right? Why the fuck bother? Right? And just a little side note for Samantha, if Christy was threatened by you, your presence, you being involved with the family, I think that just shows another aspect of Christy as well, right? Her insecurity. And remember, Kaylee considered Maddie her sister. Maddie was her closest sibling. They weren't even blood related. She never said Olivia. She never said anybody else, okay? She said Maddie was her sister. And I think that's part of the reason why the family has so much guilt over Kaylee. Were they also pushing Kaylee away? And I just know, Samantha, again, I know you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you don't need this toxic man in your life. Just know that there is thousands of us out here that can see through his fakeness, right? This picture he's trying to paint for us about uh perfect family, perfect home, perfect church, perfect finances. We all, well, a lot of us see through that, right? So just know that we hear you, we see you, and we're here for you if you ever need anything, right? Because in my opinion, Samantha Nelson, okay, has been through a lot, right? She deserves happiness. She deserves love. She deserves respect. She deserves health and well-being. And I'm sorry that you're having to go through this. I'm sending love, light, prayers. So it's insane, right? I mean, the fact that Steve was literally, according to Samantha, would communicate through emails, through emails, because he was scared that Christy was gonna see. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. It's unfortunate, right? Hello, Kelly. Hello, Christine. Hello, Pam. My gosh, it's late, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to say hi to everyone. Everyone, I have some things to do, and I'm very, very tired. So thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you guys for joining me in this random live. If you guys know Samantha, go support her with love and know that, let her know we're here for her. Um we all see through his bullshit, right? So all right, guys, you guys take care. Have a good night. Particularly pale. It's the blue light from the screen, and because my light's off, it's dark. Looking like Morticia. Good night, guys. Take care. Have a good night.